Welcome to this scientific explainer prepared specifically for the 34th International Materials Research Congress. Today, we're going to unlock the atomic secrets of a material that could absolutely define the next generation of optoelectronics. We're talking about the cubic perovskite CsSnBr3. Let's dive right in and see how researchers are predicting its extraordinary behaviors strictly from the ground up. Here's our quick roadmap. We'll hit the introduction and objective, break down the computational methodology, analyze the structural, electronic, and optical properties, and then wrap up with some conclusions.
Starting off with Section 1, Introduction and Objective.
Meet CsSnBr3, better known as cubic cesium tin bromide. Now, you probably already know this perovskite-type material is generating massive global excitement for its potential in optoelectronics. The main objective here? To gain a precise theoretical understanding of its behavior, strictly utilizing first principles calculations based on density functional theory. Moving right along to Section 2, Computational Methodology. To get highly accurate results, researchers ran calculations using the CsSnBr code within the DFT framework, applying the local density approximation with the separately older functional. And, a theoretical model is really only as good as its tuning, so they systematically optimized parameters through rigorous convergence tests and Munkhorst-Pack K-point sampling to ensure highly reliable data for the complex steps ahead.
All right, Section 3 covers our structural properties.
So how exactly do we find this material's optimal, most relaxed shape? Well, through structural optimization via total energy minimization. By systematically varying the lattice parameters, the researchers basically watched the material settle into its lowest energy state, successfully identifying the absolute most stable configuration for cubic CsSnBr3. And why go through all that computational heavy lifting? Because this optimized structure is absolutely crucial. It acts as the precise, stable baseline for every single electronic and optical calculation that follows. If your structural baseline is off, everything else is off. Which brings us to Section 4, Electronic Properties. To really understand the electronic heartbeat of this material, we look at the band structure and the density of states, or DOS. Think of the band structure as mapping out the allowed energy highways for the electrons, while the DOS shows us the exact traffic density, where those electronic states are actually concentrated. Together, they give us a flawless map of electronic movement. And this isn't just theory for theory's sake. Understanding these specific electronic characteristics is exactly what reveals CsSnBr3's potential relevance for advanced optoelectronic applications. It essentially serves as the material's performance blueprint. Next up is Section 5, where we dive into the optical properties. So, how does this material actually interact with light? To figure that out, the optical properties were strictly evaluated through the imaginary part of the dielectric function. In physics, zeroing in on that imaginary part is really the golden key to extracting vital data about the material's true absorption characteristics. This calculated response gives us the full optical profile. It captures the vital contributions from electronic transitions jumping between the bands we just mapped out, and it highlights specific features related to the crystal's vibrational modes. It beautifully explains the entire interaction with electromagnetic radiation. Finally, Section 6, Conclusions. Let's summarize what we've learned. To quickly recap this explainer, this rigorous first principles DFT study successfully modeled cubic CsSnBr3 from the ground up. Through energy minimization, they found the most stable configuration, mapped the electronic behavior via band structure and DOS, and thoroughly analyzed the optical absorption using the dielectric function. The ultimate takeaway from the researchers is very clear. They note that the combination of these results provides a comprehensive theoretical understanding of CsSnBr3, strongly highlighting its potential interest for future optoelectronic applications. If we can accurately predict a material's potential before ever synthesizing it in a lab, it really makes you wonder what other revolutionary materials are waiting to be discovered right inside our computers. Thank you for your attention.